I don't drink soda.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name's Mikey Booyah.
My name's some sort of dinosaur, I think. It's either like a dinosaur or a dragon.
Some sort of dinosaur? It's like obviously a Reptar costume, right?
Yeah, I guess we could roll with Reptar.
Reptar, and I'm actually, I should probably conceal my identity, right? If I'm going to be a ninja?
Yeah, we already said you're Mikey Booyah.
We can cut it.
Yeah, okay. Let's try it again.
Let's cut it. Here, I got to find the microphone. All right, give us a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Say it! That's not it.
You can't do that.
I was doing a ninja voice. That's not it? Hold on. Okay. All right. We'll cut that too. Okay. We'll keep the countdown because that countdown was good, and then we'll come in. Yo, welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast. I'm a ninja.
I guess
Reptar, and this is the Halloween special Spooktacular Extravaganza episode.
We got computer up in this house. Computer, say what up.
From ABC News.
Computer, stop.
You're trying to tell us the news?
We got computer up in this house. Computer, say what up.
We got Smart Plug in the house,
Yeah.
and he's still not allowed to talk.
Yeah, Free Candy's up there in Canada somewhere.
Free Candy's.
I don't think they have Halloween in Canada. Have we just
We had to have gone over this, right?
It seems like we would have.
But here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do side mask like this. That way I can talk into the microphone, but the mask is still pointing at the camera, you know? People won't even know the difference.
I dig it.
I want to say that last Halloween... You smoking pot?
Yeah, I'm smoking a little weed here.
Or is that a black and mild?
No, it's got a wood.
You're smoking a whole black and
it's
mild?
a blunt. Blueberry Widow.
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't smoke weed anymore.
You know, it's Halloween. We gotta celebrate.
It is spooky, and we do have a foggy bog in here. This happened naturally.
Yeah, just from my puffing this weed.
Yeah, you just smoked one black and mild blunt, which it smells kind of just like tobacco. I think that might just be a black and mild. Are you sure you didn't get ripped off?
It says flour. 3 grams of premium flour.
30?
3.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if that's what it says, then that's what it is. You know, you can't really argue with that. Thank you everyone for tuning in to the Halloween special 2013 Halloween special Spooktacular Extravaganza. 2013 is what it's. Wait, the 2013 Halloween special Spooktacular Extravaganza of 2013.
Yeah, featuring.
Pretend you can't see my face. I'm a ninja. We got Reptar in the house. Crowd goes wild. That's the whole thing. We have a lot of stuff in store for you today. As you could see, the studio has officially been declared haunted. We had Ed and Lorraine, whatever their names are from The Conjuring. You know who I'm talking about? You ever seen the Conjuring movies? Or Annabelle or any stuff like that?
They sound vaguely familiar, but
so there's
all those horror movies. I don't watch a lot of them, but the ones that I do,
mm-hmm.
especially about some sort of haunting, they all just kind of blur together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The new Exorcist looks good.
Yeah, yeah, it does look good. I heard that a lot of it is unnecessary, is what I heard. Someone that saw it said unnecessary, but I don't know.
Like how so?
Just a lot of the scenes were put in to build suspense, but then they never really went back to it.
Well, they didn't pay off.
They did the classic
left a lot of breadcrumbs and it didn't go.
Yeah, they did a hit it and forget it. You know.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. That's just what I heard from one source, so that might not be true.
Could be just a liar.
It could be a liar
telling lies.
Could be someone that loved the movie. They're trying to keep it to themselves.
Yeah, they're like, I want this to be underground where only I like it, and it's like my cool thing that I support.
Because if a lot of people like it, it becomes like cliche.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like after like Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember when Stranger Things first came out, I was all about it. I was like, yeah, this is dope. It's a
It's
throwback,
strange, yeah.
back to my youth. It's got like like a little supernatural element to it. I was digging it.
Very Goonies-esque.
And then it just became this huge thing that was like constantly like shoved in my face anytime I went into Target or anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not watching this anymore, and I haven't watched it since.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, once something becomes too big, then it's like, I'm just falling in with the sheep watching this.
Blink-182. I liked Blink-182 a lot more when they were just like a little underground punk band before Enema of the State.
Yeah, you used to go see them at like 60 capacity
You could see them at like Flippo's skating rink, and then all of a sudden they just ballooned out and just became this big old, worldwide phenomenon. And then, they lose their punk rock credibility when it happens.
This fog it's getting in my eyes. Is it burning your eyes?
Yeah. Are we sure that this is like safe to be breathing in?
I don't know. I think you're only supposed to use this in a well-ventilated area,
right? Which we have no ventilation in here.
Yeah, no, we really don't. But that's okay. We'll be fine. If you start getting lightheaded or anything, just hold it in. Don't say anything. Maybe breathe heavy, deeper, and just fight it. We got to get through the episode, and then we'll figure it out.
Deal with the consequences.
We'll deal with it later. We got to get through it though. So we a little bit later are going to be telling some scary stories that we wrote for you guys. We created them, made this whole theme, got this whole thing. We have the stuff, There's blood, there's fake blood.
I wrote mine out on a typewriter, and then I took the page and I took a picture of it with my smartphone, and then I was able to take that picture and then pull the text off of it.
Yeah, with the iPhone you could copy and paste from a picture. Yeah,
that's how I wrote mine.
Okay, cool. So I remember I called you the other day, and I heard the clicking and the clacking.
Tapping the typewriter.
And you have a manual typewriter that you have to slide the thing over.
Oh, yeah.
Every
it's like
line.
An antique one from the presumably 1800s of typewriters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask him because he's been being a little bitch lately. We're thinking about replacing computer with another co-host. So if you know somebody out there, or you are some sort of artificially intelligent being, then email us.
Let us know. We brought Smart Plug in on kind of like a trial run, and it just really didn't go so well. He said some things that you just can't be saying in this day and age. So we had to, pull the plug on Smart Plug. Yeah.
Metaphorically, we didn't actually pull his plug out. He still has.
Yeah, he's still right there.
Yeah, he still has a plug.
But he's been muted, so we need to find another sort of device that we can use.
We need a device, maybe a Ring doorbell. We're thinking would be cool. It records you while we record
That'd
it.
Be sick.
Yeah, like it's real meta. I like meta. I appreciate meta. We also, as promised, in season 7 are going to be bringing you new segments. And today's new segment is called Taking Advice from You. The Habit Rats.
Find out, faggot.
Wait, what the fuck? What the
Smart Plug,
know.
stop!
I didn't know that was going to turn his speaker back on. Smart Plug. That's what I hate about devices, is that usually when I was a kid, you had to flip a switch or you had to plug in a wire. This, you press a button, everything goes fucking haywire over here.
Yeah, there's a lot of margin for error.
I thought I had a song on here.
Or not much margin for error. I guess
But
it would be.
Pretend that there's like a theme song playing for the new segments.
All right,
right.
like what? Yeah, we got your advice.
New
Vice,
segment,
Vice,
just like
gonna
we
listen
said.
to you.
We're going to listen to you, listening to the Habit Rats, taking your advice. First off, I want to acknowledge this person, Bella something.
Bella Thorne?
Not Bella Thorne, I don't think. It could be Bella Thorne.
Computer, who's Bella Thorne?
No. Computer, stop. Computer, stop. There is someone named Bella something that has been commenting and sounding off like we asked you guys to sound off. They've been taking the advice and sounding off. Now, something that I wouldn't prefer is that you sound off with criticism and advice for us.
No,
You know?
it's not really what we're looking for. We're looking for more like positive reinforcement. Like our egos are already so fragile that we really just need your encouragement and your kind words. But we did it. We are taking some advice. Not at all.
Now, Bella told us a few things. Told us to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some crazy stuff. Told us to do an episode naked, which I thought was crazy.
No, that's over the line. I'm not going to do that.
No.
It's not in my contract.
Told us to pay for YouTube views, which is also no.
It's faking.
We're not going to do that.
We're not going to fake it until we make it. We're going to keep it 100.
Plus, if you pay for YouTube,
we're going to keep it a buck with y'all.
That's like that's a surefire way to get your YouTube shut down.
Yep.
And we have a whole back catalog of like 400 episodes since we started doing video on the YouTube.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of audio episodes on there.
Yeah, we're not getting that pulled. You kidding?
So those are going to live
Jack.
up there. We're not going to pay for views. But Bella did say that we should turn off the autofocus on our camera, which we did. We turned off.
Seems like a gamble. We'll find out whether that, pays off or not.
Now, I did kind of get like a thing in my throat when I said that, but that doesn't mean it's a lie. We actually did turn off the autofocus. Now, we do have this bog fog that came in naturally, and I don't know how that's going to affect the camera, but I am kind of glad that the autofocus is off, because what if it tried focusing on like a plume of fog that's moving around?
Yeah, I guess that could power.
Then it's on the fritz. But now what I'm afraid of is that we're not in focus at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's possible. But if we're not, like, we only have Bella to blame. So, like, I take no responsibility for, the video presentation of this episode. We should, issue a disclaimer now. Like, we here at the Natural Habitat Podcast take no responsibility for any video quality issues this episode. We were going off the advice of a listener, this Bella chap, or is it a dude or a...
I don't know.
I mean, that sounds like a woman's name, but I don't think we have many women viewers.
Their avatar, their name is Bella something 48923 or something like that. Their avatar is a picture of you, or it's the letter B.
Yeah, one of the two.
One of the two.
Okay.
So it is. They're very androgynous. It could go either way.
Yeah, and who cares,
Who
right?
cares? Yeah, I don't care.
That's none of my business.
I don't care if you're a man or a
That's
woman.
none of my business. I don't care how you swing.
Now, statistically, if I know anything about our stats, you're a man.
Yeah, almost certainly.
Almost certainly you're a man. And that's another thing that I want to do in maybe season 8 is try to do more things for the ladies.
Yeah, we don't do a lot for the ladies, and I apologize.
Yeah.
Some of the things I've said in the past may have, come off as a bit, sexist or seeming like I don't care or take into consideration the feelings of women. And
but it's a goof.
We're doing a bit. Like 90% of the stuff on the show is.
Here, should we play the disclaimer? I have the disclaimer.
Yes,
just
got to run
case.
it.
This is a comedy podcast and does not reflect the actual opinions of anyone involved.
Let me turn it up so that way.
So they can actually hear it.
Yeah, so we make sure that this actually gets,
This is a comedy podcast and does not reflect the actual opinions of anyone involved. It's a performance. That's why we smoke inside. You can't smoke inside unless it's a performance, which this is. There may be moments that imitate actual opinions and thoughts, but everything is a goof. We sometimes say things that seem offensive, but we promise they aren't. Remember that we're smoking indoors, so this is a performance and definitely not anything else. Please enjoy responsibly.
There we go.
It's covered all of our bases right there. So ladies, maybe you need to chill. Maybe, like, what are you on your period? Like, chill out.
They don't like that, dude. That's not going to go over good. That's not going to be good. I assume that this is what's happening.
Stop PMSing and start PM-yesing.
That's not bad advice. So, we do want to do things more centered towards the ladies. I'm not going to promise. Plus, we should probably start calling them ladies.
Do you think that I'm sitting
bad?
here in a dinosaur costume for the fellas? You know what I mean? Like, I'm already doing it for the ladies. You know what I mean? Am I right?
No, okay, well, that's true. But I'm thinking a different type of for the ladies. And we want to be a voice for you guys while you're driving, while you're working, while you're doing your thing, whatever it is that we think ladies are doing right now. Ladies is probably that's bad.
Know.
Women,
I don't know if I should say anything. at the risk of, like
my
saying
mind goes towards a
a
bit.
stereotype or something of that nature,
Yeah.
like,
So that's why I'm saying season 8, because we don't want to jump into this right now not prepared.
yeah. So yeah,
We don't want to just make goofs and bits, like there's a I love women, ladies.
like my
are great.
instincts say
My mom's a woman.
are like, leading me to say that right now they're probably cooking or cleaning the bathroom.
That's what
I
went towards the
that's
kitchen.
it,
also.
it's a trope. It's not, it's not funny in this day and age. And honestly, like, I think we're better than that.
Yeah. So that's going to be something to look forward to in season 8. If you are a woman and you're listening to this podcast,
yeah, and they're definitely not cooking or cleaning the bathroom unless that's their job and what they want to be doing.
Yeah, maybe they're a custodian or they're a sous chef.
Yeah, exactly, like a 5-star Michelin chef. So maybe you are. So.
I think head chef's usually a guy.
No, you can't say that.
Well, that's also not a true stereotype. I don't think.
I mean,
there's
like,
plenty of women chefs.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the Hell's Kitchen results from the past 10 years. There are probably just as many women that have won Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And look at the Hell's Angels, Mostly men, I think.
Yeah, I don't think they accept women.
Pretty sexist.
Yeah.
So, we don't want to end up looking like
we're
that.
not as bad as the Hell's Angels, a notoriously racist and sexist outlawed biker gang.
Yeah, we're just goofing here. So season 8, that's going to be something to look forward to. If you have a woman in your life that you love, maybe let them know. Like, hey, this podcast that I listen to, they're going to be making stuff for you. There's not a lot of podcasts out there for women. It's kind of just like it's like slut shows.
You got that call her daddy
Call
show?
Her Daddy. You got Guys We Fucked. And then
it's pretty much just all like a lot of male bashing and these women talking about all the dudes they've shamed and banged and their body counts.
And they say shit like, if you want a baby, just get off your period or get off your birth control and don't tell them. And it's like, that's spooky.
Yeah. So, I mean, if they're saying that about us, then maybe, maybe we don't need to, maybe we rethink our turning over.
No, because my point is that doesn't represent the everyday lady, the
two wrongs don't make a right, from what I've been told many times in the past. Just because they're doing something that's completely offensive towards men, and just emasculating us on these female podcasts. That doesn't mean we need to do the same to them.
Yeah,
you gotta lead by example, like men
exactly.
do.
So I mean, if you're a woman out there, then you either are listening to slut shows, or you're listening to a bunch of guys that are just talking about guy stuff.
Yeah, but I'm in a dinosaur costume for you, baby.
Yeah, Ty's in a dinosaur costume. I'm dressed like a ninja. Nobody can see my face. And we are going to be gearing stuff towards you. We're going to be doing things like recipes.
Maybe you get a segment of your very own. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we give you a segment. You could tell us how to get a stain out of a linen, like a 100% linen shirt.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. That's probably not.
Maybe we do a segment where we ask like women questions that we legitimately want to know. Like, I have a cashmere sweater and I'm not sure how to clean it. Like, I know, like my gut tells me I can't just throw it in the washing machine, but how am I supposed to clean this fucking thing? Sound off below, ladies.
This is a horrible segment, but it's going to get better in season 8. We're going to do actually the good stuff.
That's a legitimate question. I don't take that back.
Yeah, if anybody out there knows,
that's just because typically women are the at least majority consumers of cashmere sweaters. Not to say that men can't wear them, but I feel like more women have cashmere sweaters than.
It's not that they're the ones that wash them. It's that they are the ones that
they
have class.
They have cashmere, not that.
Yeah, so that's why. That's the only reason why. So that's going to be exciting. We're also maybe we're going to take advice from you guys some more. So sound off with advice, but only nice stuff. Like maybe tell us something that we're already doing well, how to do it better. Stuff like that, So I think that now is a good time to get into our spooky stories.
Hop right into it. Yeah. Let's see. You want to go first?
Yeah. I'll do this story first that I wrote this. Now I didn't write this on a typewriter like you did. I wrote this just with my thumbs.
I mean, it still might be good.
Yeah, I didn't channel the whole energy of Stephen King, but I think it still will hold its own in its merit.
And you guys can sound off below and let us know who had the superior spooky story.
Once upon a time, in a desolate village, nestled in the heart of a dense forest. Wait, hold on. Can I start over?
Yeah.
I automatically mispronounced a word, and I feel like that's a bad start for me. So I want to cut that out, and I want to come back in. I don't want it to look like I can't fucking read, especially something I wrote. All right. You doing touch-ups over there?
No, it stopped.
Once upon a time, in a desolate village nestled in the heart of a dense forest, a chilling legend of a spectral goat called Ghosts sent shivers down the spines of all who heard it. So much. The tale spoke of a creature that roamed the woods, its ghostly white form barely visible in the moon. Hold on. Now the audio. Now I had to turn this down because it was too loud. So I'm just going to start over one more time for the last time. Once upon a time, in a desolate village nestled in the heart of a dense forest, a chilling legend of a spectral ghost called Ghosts sent shivers down the spines of all who heard it. The tale spoke of a creature that roamed the woods, its ghostly white form barely visible in the moonlight, its eyes gleaming like eerie lanterns. One gloomy night, a curious traveler named Henry ventured into the woods. He scoffed at the locals' warning about ghosts and decided to spend the night in the decrepit abandoned cottage at the forest's edge. As the clock struck midnight, the temperature dropped and the ghostly mist rolled in. I can't reach it. From the shadows, a soft, haunting bleat echoed through the trees. Henry froze in terror, realizing that he had underestimated the legend. A faint, spectral figure materialized before him, the translucent form of Ghosts. Its hollow eyes stared into his soul, and with every step it took, it left faint, ethereal footprints. They're like hoofs with feet. Henry, paralyzed with fear, watched as Ghosts approached. The ghostly goat's cold breath brushed against his neck, sending a shiver down his spine. With a final, mournful bleat, which I guess is a noise that ghosts make, Ghosts vanished into the night, leaving Henry trembling and humbled.
Sounds like Henry really got a taste of his own medicine. He rolls into this village just this cocky prick. Doesn't want to respect the local lore, and then he had to find out the hard way that sometimes you don't want to mess around with a haunted manor.
Yeah, that's right. Because
he learned to mind the manners.
Mind the manners. Because ghosts, which is a ghost of a goat, that's a real thing.
Yeah, sure.
That's been in lore forever and legend. Among different cultures. Probably not the culture that you're a part of, but it's been in other cultures. So, is your story ready?
Yeah, my story's ready to rock, baby.
All right. Let's see.
It was Halloween night, and Jake and his friends decided to go rollerblading around the neighborhood. They thought it would be fun to see the decorations and costumes, maybe get some candy along the way. They put on their helmets, pads, put on their skates. They headed out into the dark. They skated past houses with jack-o'-lanterns, past houses with cobwebs, past houses with skeletons. They saw children dressed as witches, vampires, superheroes. They stopped at a few doors and said trick or treat, getting some candy bars and lollipops. They were having a blast. They decided to go to the park, where they heard there was a haunted house set up by the local community center. They skated along the sidewalk, enjoying the cool breeze and the moonlight. They turned a corner and saw a large black dog sitting on the grass. It had glowing red eyes and a spiked collar, and it looked at them with a sinister grin. "Whoa, that's a sinister dog. Jake said. Do you think it's part of the Halloween show? I don't know, man. It looks real to me, his friend Matt said. Maybe we should cross the street, his other friend Sam suggested. They agreed and moved to the other side of the road. The sinister dog, watched them with interest, but he didn't move. They thought they were safe until they heard a loud growl behind them. They turned their back and saw another black dog, identical to the first one. It was blocking their way, snarling and baring its teeth. Where did that come from? Jake asked. I don't know, but we're trapped, Matt said. They looked around for an escape route, but they saw more dogs emerging from the shadows. They were surrounded by a pack of vicious beasts. Help! Someone help us! Shouted Sam. They heard a scream from across the street. They saw a woman running towards them, carrying a large paper bag. She was wearing a blue shirt with the logo of Instacart on it, an online grocery delivery service. She looked terrified. Help me! Help me! They're after me! She reached at them and threw the bag at them. It landed on the ground with a thud, spilling its contents. They saw apples. They saw oranges. They saw bananas and other fruits rolling out of the bag. What are you doing? Jake asked. Take these! Take these fruits! Throw them at the dogs, they said. What, are you crazy? Matt asked. Just do it, trust me, she said. She grabbed an apple and she threw it at one of the dogs. It hit it in the head, making it yelp in pain. It backed away, shaking its head. It works! It works, she said. She threw another apple at another dog, hitting it in the eye. It whimpered and ran away. Come on, help me, she said. Jake and Matt and Sam hesitated, but then decided to follow her example. They picked up some fruits and threw them at the dogs. Some of them missed, but some of them hit their targets. The dogs did not like being pelted with fruits, and they started to retreat. Wow, those dogs sure hate fruit, Sam said. Lisa looked around nervously and lowered her voice. It's a long story, but I'll tell you the short version. Those dogs, those are no normal dogs. They're ghouls, creatures that feed on human flesh and blood. They can shapeshift into any animal they want, but they prefer sinister dogs because they are common and easy to blend in. They hunt in packs, and they target people who are alone or vulnerable. They have been terrorizing this neighborhood for a while, and I have been trying to stop them. Stop them how? Jake asked. By using fruits. Fruits are the only thing that can hurt them. They're allergic to them, especially citrus fruits. They cause them pain and weakness. That's why I always keep a bag of fruits with me when I deliver groceries. It's my weapon against them, she said.
Hold on. No, never mind. Go ahead.
Wow, that's amazing. How do you know about all this? How did you find out about the ghouls? Matt asked. Lisa sighed and looked at them with a serious expression. Because I'm not a normal human either. I'm a shadowy Instacart shopper, she said. A what? They asked in unison. A shadowy Instacart shopper. It's a secret organization of people who work for Instacart, but also fight against supernatural threats. We use our delivery jobs as a cover to investigate and eliminate evil creatures that prey on humans. We have special skills and abilities that help us in our mission. We are the protectors of the innocent, the defenders of the light, the shadowy Instacart shoppers, she chanted. They stared at her in disbelief, not sure if she was joking or if she was serious. What are you, kidding me? Jake asked. No, I'm not kidding. I'm telling you the truth, and I need your help. Our help? With what? Sam asked. With the ghouls. They're not gone for long. They will come back, and they will bring more of their kind. They're planning something big, something evil. They want to take this town over, and then the world's. We have to stop them before it's too late, she said. How do we stop them? Matt asked. By using fruits, lots of fruits. We need to get as many fruits as we can and then lure the ghouls into a trap. We need to make a fruit bomb. a device that will explode and release a huge amount of fruit juice and pulp into the air. It will cover the ghouls with fruits, and they will be weakened and vulnerable. Then we can finish them off with more fruits, she said. That sounds crazy. They looked at each other, unsure what to do. They had two options. Either believe Lisa and help her with the plan, or ignore her and run away. What would you do?
Dude. Hold on. Dude. Hold on. Dude. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was great.
I just wrote that on a typewriter the other day.
People don't even have to sound off because that was that one.
Yeah.
That took the cake. And it's because you wrote the typewriter.
I wasn't sure if it was too spooky.
No.
Just the right amount of spooky.
It was just the right amount of spooky. Can we discuss it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So she doesn't, so the fruits weren't a part of her order that she was on?
No.
Was she on an active order?
We don't really know.
We don't know
from the context of the story.
So, like, because
she
it
may
was
have
like
been
she
on
was
her way
wearing
to
the
deliver,
shirt,
and
she
the
had
order
bag.
just happened to have fruits, or she said, "I always also carry fruits with me when I'm delivering groceries."
She did say that.
So maybe those were the fruits.
But to keep so
possible.
she has to buy the fruits new all the time because they're gonna rot. They're gonna go bad, especially being in the car.
Yeah, and I assume that just like they're gonna rot, they're gonna also lose their effectiveness against the ghouls. So you're gonna want
a certain amount of ripeness.
Want these ripe citrus fruits. You know what I mean? Like perfect. Like.
And do you think she maybe like adds fruits onto everybody's order, sneaks them in? And you can't tell.
It's possible with this. She based on the context that we have, we're not sure if this is a crazy woman.
Because I've heard of Instacart shoppers that will say you order, 3 pounds of bananas. They'll get you 3 pounds of bananas, 9 bananas,
and
roughly.
Sneak some bananas for themselves.
They take a banana.
Take
a banana, they eat
crooks.
it.
These Instacart
or
shoppers.
Another thing they'll do is if you get blueberries, they'll pop a couple blueberries out of there, and then they'll shake it so that way it looks like it's still full. It realigns everything.
Yep.
Yeah, you could do that with strawberries.
So yeah, that's probably what's going on there. I mean, she didn't seem very trustworthy. I'm also not convinced that the dogs were actually ghouls at all. I think these may have just been like random people's dogs in this neighborhood.
Okay, and then also, so these are some sort of like supernatural entities?
Ghouls?
No. The shadowy Instacart shoppers?
Yeah, possibly.
Or aliens?
We just don't know.
It almost sounded
it's kind of like one of those things where we're not really sure who is the ghoul and who is the. I mean, because she sounded pretty ghoulish too, and these could have just been completely innocent neighborhood dogs that were pelted with these fruits. And like, I think if you throw something hard at a dog, it's gonna just run away.
Yeah, it's gonna run no matter what it is.
Yeah,
but so it probably the first thing that she threw was a fruit, and then she was just like, "It's got to be fruit."
Yeah.
Now it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It could have been anything, but she's stuck on that now.
Or maybe she's completely telling the truth, and then the citrus has some sort of. I mean,
it could.
We just don't know. We don't know.
What I'm thinking is that if these are intergalactic or supernatural beings, why would they call them? It almost implies that wherever they're from, they have Instacart there too, because they're called the shadowy Instacart shoppers.
Oh.
Why wouldn't they be called the shadowy protectors of the ghouls?
Yeah, that's kind of
they're called Instacart shoppers. Question. Does Instacart know that they're using their name and their branding? Because I think that might be bad too.
Yeah, I think definitely the
what do you think
corporate IP situation with that would not be great, especially if they're harming people's dogs. But I don't know. It's hard to say. There were a lot of unanswered questions in that story. It was really good though. It's a great. I mean, you hammered that out in the past like 2 weeks or whatever. Oh, it was like 5 minutes.
Seriously?
Yeah, just straight off the top.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Great work. So instead of sounding off with a winner, since Ty won that, then maybe just sound off with your own scary story.
Yeah, and let us know, like, your take on it. Maybe you can write an ending to that story.
Do you think that'd be good for the algorithm, like a long comment? the more words, the more characters, the better.
Possible. I mean, there's really only one way to find out, and that's by you leaving that very long comment.
Yeah. Whoever leaves here, we'll do a contest. How about this? Halloween contest.
All right. I like it.
Whoever leaves the longest comment on this video is going to get harassed by us. Which I don't think that's targeted harassment. That might be a crime. So we'll not do we'll message you.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Even when you tell us to stop, we'll keep no, we don't want to do that either. Okay. Whoever leaves the longest comment on this video gets a prize. How's that? Yeah?
I think so. We still got all those icy points, so we could, if nothing else, just toss them 25 icy points and call it a day.
Could be icy points, could be something else. You never know. It could be fog. This fog isn't going anywhere, so we could box some of this up. Yeah. It'd be cool. We could put some in a jar, or we could sell it. Yo, this is fog from the Halloween, the 2023 Halloween special Spooktacular Extravaganza.
Yeah. Maybe we put it in like a little case and we send it off to Beckett to be graded and authenticated.
Beckett?
And then Beckett?
Yeah. Do they grade cards?
Cards and collectibles and all that, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we could do that. So you let us know if you would rather have the fog or if you would rather have the icy points, or we could send you a digital Christmas card. That's another thing. That onesie's making you sleepy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. The one I figured.
I think the weed too.
Yeah.
The weed that I just smoked.
You did smoke weed for the first time in
I smoked like
4 years.
Whole blunt in my face, so like I'm a little.
Yeah, true. All right. Well, we're going to bed, guys. We'll see you next week. We love you. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween from your friends at the Natural Habitat Podcast.
Do you think that's a racist voice?
Like a Dracula voice?
Yeah.
Like racist against like Transylvanians?
Yes. It's got to be, right? Pretty soon.
I think most Eastern European countries are still fair game for that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Natural Habitat Recordings.